What if the secret to saving more money wasn't a complex app, a spreadsheet, or a financial advisor? What if it was a simple piece of paper and 4 honest questions? In 1904, a Japanese journalist named Motoko Hani introduced a budgeting method so simple, so powerful, that over 100 years later, it is still quietly helping millions of Japanese households save thousands every single year. It is called Kakeibo, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to use it. In a small apartment in Tokyo, sometime in the 1970s, there lived a young woman named Yuki. She worked hard, she earned a decent wage, and every month, without fail, she arrived at the final week with almost nothing left in her account and no clear memory of where it had all gone. Sound familiar? Yuki had tried everything. She had downloaded every budgeting app available. She had made complicated spreadsheets that she abandoned after 3 days. She had promised herself every single January that this year would be different. It never was. Then one afternoon, clearing out her grandmother's old belongings, she found something unexpected tucked between 2 books. A small, worn journal. Inside, in her grandmother's careful handwriting, were columns of numbers, notes, and at the top of every single page, the same 4 questions written neatly in ink. How much money do I have available? How much would I like to save? How much am I actually spending? How can I improve? That was it. No app, no algorithm, no complicated formula. Just 4 questions, asked honestly, answered by hand, every single month for decades. Yuki's grandmother had raised 5 children on a modest income and died with more savings than anyone in the family had known about. Not because she earned more than everyone else, because she never once stopped paying attention to where her money was going. Yuki sat down that evening with a fresh notebook, wrote the same 4 questions at the top of the first page, and began. She never went back to the apps. This is Kakeibo, pronounced Kakeibo. It translates roughly as household financial ledger, but it is less a ledger and more a conversation you have with yourself once a month about your relationship with money. Here is exactly how it works. At the start of every month, before you spend a single coin, you sit down and write your total income at the top of the page. Not what you hope to earn, not last month's number, this month's actual confirmed income. Then subtract your fixed expenses, rent, utilities, transport, insurance, the bills that never change. Whatever is left after those fixed costs is your available money for the month. Most people have never written this number down. They carry a vague, uncomfortable feeling about how much they have, but they never look at it directly. Kakeibo starts by forcing you to face the exact number. No guessing, no vague feelings, just the truth. Before you budget a single want or need, you write down your savings goal for the month, not whatever is left over at the end. Kakeibo treats saving as the first expense, not the last. This is the shift that changes everything. Most people save what is left after spending. Kakeibo saves first and spends what is left after. Even if your goal is small, $50, $100, write it down and subtract it from your available money immediately. That number is now off the table, protected, done. Throughout the month, you track every single purchase by hand, not through an app that does it automatically. By hand, in your notebook. Kakeibo divides spending into 4 simple categories. Needs: food, transport, medicine, essentials. Dining out, entertainment, clothing beyond basics, culture, books, courses, events, things that grow your mind. Unexpected, car repairs, medical bills, anything unplanned. The act of writing each purchase down by hand is not just record keeping, it is a moment of awareness. There is a delay between spending and writing it down that forces you to notice what you are doing. Research shows that people who track spending by hand spend measurably less than those who track digitally, simply because the physical act of writing makes every transaction feel real in a way that a phone notification does not. At the end of every month, you sit with your notebook and ask the final question honestly. How can I improve? Not as a punishment, not as a criticism, as a genuine, curious question. You look at what you spend on wants versus needs. You look at whether you hit your savings goal. You look for the 1 or 2 patterns that surprised you. Maybe you spent 3 times more on food delivery than you realized. Maybe the unexpected category is always full because you have no emergency fund. Maybe your culture spending is 0, which tells you something too. Then you write down 1 or 2 specific changes for next month. Not 10 changes, not a complete overhaul. 1 or 2 small, honest adjustments. Yuki's grandmother did this every month for 40 years. 1 or 2 adjustments, month after month. That is how modest savings become generational wealth. You do not need a special journal. Any notebook works. Open to the first page and write, at the top, this month and this year. Line 1, my income this month. Line 2, my fixed expenses. Line 3, my available money. Line 4, my savings goal this month. Then divide the rest of the page into 4 columns. Needs, wants, culture, unexpected. That is your entire Kakeibo setup. It takes less than 5 minutes. You can start tonight. Here is what Kakeibo understands that most modern budgeting tools miss. The problem with your finances is almost never a lack of information. You already know roughly what you earn. You already know you spend too much on things you don't need. You already know you should be saving more. The problem is awareness. Real, deliberate, honest awareness. Kakeibo does not give you new information. It forces you to sit with the information you already have long enough to actually do something about it. Studies show that people who use Kakeibo save on average between 35 and 50% more per year than they did before starting it. Not because the method is complex, because the method is honest. The 4 questions Yuki's grandmother wrote at the top of every page for 40 years were not financial secrets. They were the same questions any wise person asked before making a decision. How much do I have? How much do I need to protect? How much am I actually using? And how can I do better next time? Wealth is not built in a day. It is built in months, question by question, notebook page by notebook page, one honest answer at a time. This has been Wisdom on Site. Get a notebook. Write the 4 questions. Start tonight. If this video helped you, subscribe. We drop new wisdom and practical money lessons every single week. I will see you in the next one. Stay on site.